My name is Marluis Stokes. I'm in the United States Navy and I'm a Command Master Chief. I've been in the military now for 32 years. Once I graduated high school, I worked for a year and then I went into the military. I didn't decide to join the Navy right off the bat. I was actually in Air Force Junior ROTC in high school. So my original intent was to join the Air Force, me and my best friend. Unfortunately, I didn't score high enough on that ASVAB to go into the Air Force, so I went into the Navy. I chose to go into the military by going into college because I didn't want to have my mom have to help pay for college. And I knew that by going into the military, they help with education. In the Navy, my number one role was to be a sailor. But in all actuality, I've held several different positions. I would tell people the Navy gives you structure. Like if you never had it before, right? And it gives you discipline. It instills discipline in you. That's why a lot of young people come in the military because of the discipline and because of the structure. The most satisfying is talking to people every day, helping them out with their problems. The most unsatisfying, I would say, to be honest, is mental health happens to be one of the biggest issues, not only in the military, but even for those who work on the civilian sector. The mental health workers right now are so overwhelmed and there's not enough. Some of the core values that I think that will make a person successful, one, it really depends on the person because everyone's different. We always believe in, your honor, courage, and commitment. But you need to be a strong listener because sometimes there are times that people just need you to listen and not respond. My thing that I always tell people is that God has given you two ears and one mouth for a reason. So listen before you speak. Also, you have to be empathetic. For me, that plays a strong suit on what I do, right? It helps me out a lot. And you must have patience, right? Everything may not always go as you want it to be, but you need some patience. Patience is a must. So I originally received my bachelor's degree from St. Leo University, and my bachelor's is in psychology. I continued on and received my master's degree from Liberty University, and my master's is in human service counseling with a cognate and crisis response and trauma. You at least have to have a GED to get in the military, and then you have to take a ASVAB, depending on your number that you receive. It will help determine what jobs and roles are more suited for you. For someone who is coming directly from out of high school, I would tell them to really study for the ASVAB. Once they take the ASVAB, sit down and talk to someone else, maybe see if there's someone else who's been in the military to help them through that process, especially when it comes to them working with a recruiter and what jobs that they offer them to do while they're in the military. Because I've seen too many times where someone scores very well on their ASVAB, but the jobs that they offer them is not even something that they really want to do. And then for someone who's in college, I would tell them to finish their degree and then come in as an officer, vice an enlisted sailor. Enlisted normally come in as a non-management role, but the longer you stay in, the more you move up in rank, you become in a management role. Officers automatically come in management roles.